so exciting to welcome into the fire the 193-centimetre exciting forward who can run through the midfield. Nephew of Richmond ex-star, Josh, I welcome Victorian future AFL gun, Nate Caddy. Nice to meet you, Nate.
Nice to meet you too, LJ. Thanks for having me on.
It's a pleasure. As a youngster, did you follow your uncle Josh? He must have been an amazing role model for you. Did you get to see much of Richmond Football Club growing up?
Yeah, of course. Well, he got drafted to Gold Coast. That was when I was a bit younger, but I still remember going to games, and that was when they were first, starting. So, yeah, Gold Coast, followed Gold Coast for a couple of years, then to Geelong when he played at Geelong, and then obviously when he went to Richmond, they had a lot of success. So I was going to a lot of games, and that's when I started really trying in football, and it was really good to see how he went about it and stuff.
Yeah, man, that would have been a pretty good childhood going to all those games.
Yeah, of course it was.
Yeah. Now, I love to hear what you guys were like at a young age. Have you always been a forward, or did you go through the midfield as a youngster?
Well, I wasn't very tall growing up, so I was always kind of a medium sized or like a small. So I was always a forward. I always like kicking goals, but junior levels I'd play midfield and then go rest forward. But I've only just become a key forward or a forward for the last probably 2 years now, and I feel like it's probably my best position. Still got a lot to learn, but I'll keep going.
Yeah, it's just the most amazing feeling, isn't it? Just kicking a snag.
Yeah, of course. I love it. Try and be a goal sneaker every now and then. Try and kick a lot of goals this year, hopefully.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Did you play any other sports growing up, or was it all footy?
I played basketball up until I was about 14. I love basketball, but comes a time where you have to kind of choose, and I obviously was a lot better at footy than I was basketball, and I enjoyed it more. But I think that basketball helps a lot with the skills I use today. Basketball for sure.
Yeah, it certainly does. Now, you've been predicted a top 10 possible pick. So hard to have all that pressure all year. But on the other hand, nice to at least know you're being looked at so closely. Are you the sort of person that is good with the pressure?
Well, obviously the injury kind of hasn't helped. I was going to come into this year and try and play my best footy, but that took it back a bit. But I'll definitely come into this year trying to do what I did last year, but then do even more. So hopefully I can back that up and hopefully try and push my case to be the best player I can, I guess. So.
Yeah, that's a good mindset, mate.
Yeah.
Now, you're a quality centre-half forward, but 193 centimetres, not your traditional height for a key forward. Look, I've seen you play, and mate, I wouldn't want to stand you. You have special forward craft, but is there any talk of going into the midfield and adding that string to your bow?
I definitely worked on it a lot over the off season. Obviously, I'm not as tall as what I'd want to be, but I feel like I can jump, and I got long arms, so I feel like that kind of closes that gap of the height a bit. But definitely in the next coming years, I'll try and adapt and try and become a player that can roll through the midfield and be a dominant mid. But at the moment, I'm going to try and focus on what I'm good at, which is being a forward and adapting the game there.
Yeah, awesome. Now, you've been touted as being a highly skilled player for years now. Have you always been in rep sides growing up?
Well, I played in the 12s Vic when I was back in 2017, and then played in the Northern Footy League. We played the rep games there. Then COVID happened, so I missed that last year of that. And then we had like the Knights after that. So I've always kind of, I wouldn't say I've missed out on much, but I haven't really played another Vic Metro game or Vic game until last year. So last year was definitely my best year of representative wise.
Yeah, COVID just ruined everything, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Oh, well, it was good for me because I grew and had shin splints and stuff, so I kind of missed missed that year, which kind of helped me, to be honest.
Yeah.
Train hard and stuff, which is good.
Yeah. You were part of the Victoria's Vic Metro team last year. How great was it to be a part of that experience, and how much did it make you excited about this year?
Oh, it was unreal. Playing with and against the best players in the country.
Yeah.
Seeing them play their first games last week, some of them, and doing really well as well. It kind of puts in perspective how close we really are to being professionals, I guess. So it was a very good standard of footy, and it's probably the best standard of footy I've played, and really opened my eyes to what I need to be like next year.
Yeah, it must be good to think about. Do you play against these stars now in the AFL?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. Seeing all the players, like I played with Jefferson in that 7-goal game, so seeing where I need to be to hopefully get drafted like they did last year.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate.
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to have to say this, but you are injured at the moment. I know it must be annoying after a preseason to be sidelined leading into the start of the year. If I'm right, you are supporting a moon boot. What happened, mate?
So just went up for a mark contest, and just I think I stood on someone's foot and just thought I rolled my ankle, but it turns out after I got scans that I'd broken my fibula, which isn't too bad. It's probably a good bone to break. It's doesn't have any pressure bearing apparently. I'm not the best at bones and stuff, but doesn't hurt too bad. And I'm running again. I'm out of the moon boot since probably last week, and I'm back to running. Next week I'll get back into half trainings and then trainings in the week after that. So I'm at the pointy end of it now, which is good.
Oh, that's awesome. And how good was it getting out of that moon boot?
Oh, so much better. I felt like a bit of a idiot walking around because I'm so the one side being higher than the other. So, but it took me a bit to get used to. No, it's good. I'm happy that I'm out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be returning to the Knights in no time, carving up the forward line. What are the Knights looking like this year? Anyone I have to keep my eye on?
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of good players this year. I think we'll go really well. We're playing tomorrow. I don't know when this is going to come out, but I think we're going to go really well playing against GWS Academy. We've got a few good players that have played Vic Metro before, like Will Green is really good. Chris Mardini played under 17s Metro a couple of years ago, but then did an ACL, so he'll be coming off it. He'll be really good. He's their captain. We've got a basketballer who's just came and hasn't really played footy for a couple of years, but he looks really good, and he's debuting tomorrow, Christian Ferronato. Charlie Nash looks really good. I'm terrible at thinking of everyone, but I think we'll go really good. I think there's a few really good players that will push their case to get drafted and in the Metro squads. I think we'll go really well, which is good.
Yeah, it seems like you've got a pretty solid lineup. It's going to be a good game tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be. I'm excited. I'll be there. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it is. You're 193 centimeters tall, but you also have a wingspan of 6'8". Do your hands hang near your ankles?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. But I've always had long arms, which has helped me with marking stuff. But I got that measured a couple months ago, so I don't actually know if it's still that. But yeah, I've got long arms, which helps me. I like having long arms.
It's pretty impressive, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You got the awesome opportunity to train with the Carlton this year. How did that go, and what did you take out of that experience?
It was very, very hard. I went in like a really hard block of training they had, but I learnt so much from it. Made some pretty good connections. There was only a couple of 4 days, like 4 or 5 days or something, but made some pretty good connections in that time. I've always looked up to people like Paddy Cripps and Charlie Curnow and stuff. So to be able to, form a connection with them was pretty cool. And so to see how good they really are in training was good as well. See where I have to stack up in the next couple of years. And yeah, it was really good. I took a lot out of it.
Yeah, and they're looking like a pretty good side this year, aren't they? Or the old Carlton.
Yeah, they'll be good. They'll be good. They seemed very they seemed like they knew that they had a pretty poor end to the last season, and they wanted to get better, which is really good. They were very determined this year.
Yeah. Didn't grab a pair of Cripsy's boots, did you?
Nah, Kerno gave me a pair of boots, which was cool.
Really?
Yeah, it was cool. He gave me a pair, which was nice for him. But no, not Paddy. But it was it was a great. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool that you got a pair of Kerno's boots, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Good
Bit of
boots as
bragging
well.
rights.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Being part of the AFL NAB Academy means you'll head my way in SA during the gather round. I bet you're excited to come over for that. Must be awesome being part of the whole academy experience.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That'll be my second game back, which is good. I'm happy that I'll be back for that. Great experience. Like the whole of the AFL was there for the round 5. I'm pretty sure for the gather round. So be good to maybe I think we were watching a few games, and then obviously to play against. I think we're playing Port VFL, Port Adelaide VFL, or not VFL, whatever it is. It's Sandful over there. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that'll be really cool to see and play in. Good experience. And then I think we've got another game in May against Carlton, which would be cool.
Ooh,
yeah, so
cool.
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, I bet you're looking forward to it.
Yeah, of course.
Now, you're great friends with another great guy in Cooper Harvey. Must have been a thrill to see him follow in his father's footsteps to the Roos. Has he given you any free merch yet?
No, I haven't asked for any. I might have to. But he's doing well for himself. He was my childhood best mate, so I've always trained with him and stuff, and still very close with him to this day. So I'm really proud to see him out there doing his thing. Hopefully he can push his case to be in the first side soon, but he'll definitely work as hard as he can to get there, which is good.
Yeah, you might get to be playing against him in the AFL soon.
Hopefully, we'll see how we go.
I think you got it.
It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, let's tell people what they get from you. A future star, to put it bluntly. Classy and smart forward who can kick bundles of goals. High flyer who'll be in for a mark of the year at some stage. A powerful key forward who can easily become a midfielder. A game winner who can take over a game in 10 minutes of footy. A player that young kids will wear his number. With all the great attributes besides getting your injury right, what areas are you looking to improve on this year?
Well, I have a lot of set shots this year, but not all of them went through. I think I kicked more points than I did goals, so that'd be a big focus point this year. Just capitalising on set shots and stuff. So to give the best opportunity to kick some goals. That'd be one. Getting on the ground, more goals, not from just marking, getting some crumb goals and working on my groundwork. But yeah, they're my two biggest things. But also I want to get some more Ks into my legs during the game, make sure I'm running hard and give the best opportunity for myself to get as many touches and as many chances for my team to get goals.
Yeah, it's good to know what you have to improve on, though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. No, you got to know. You can't. No one's perfect, so you got to make sure you can always improve.
Oh, no, that's right, mate. Okay, some simple questions. You said you went for North Melbourne and Richmond growing up. Bit of a bandwagon jumper, are you? You didn't go for Geelong last year, did you?
Yeah. Well, I kind of went for Geelong. I was more followed North because of Brent. I was always Brent. And then when you kind of got to follow your uncle, so but it was pretty easy to follow Richmond because they were pretty good. But I feel like I've always kind of went for North deep down pretty much, but it's been kind of hard to watch them the last couple of years. But I think they're on the right path now. I think they'll go pretty well this year comparing to last year. But definitely Richmond and North. I kind of find myself following players, so I can kind of watch every game and be really intrigued in it. So like Curnow, Aaron Norton, Jeremy Cameron, all those types of players. I'm in awe watching them just because I love watching them. So I can't really pick my mind and say, oh, I go for that team because I kind of watch everyone. So yeah.
Yeah, and you kind of take little bits out of their game and try and put it into yours. Is that sort of what you do with them?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, they're the position to play. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah. A player this year, do you think will dominate the champs?
Harley Reid's going to go really well. I'm good mates with him. He'll go really well. Nathan Tides is a really good player. Nick Watson will kick a fair few goals, I reckon. He's a gun player. A few blokes that I've from the AFL Academy training that I've noticed. Dan Curtin, he's a pretty good defender. He was pretty tough in trainings. But yeah, there's a lot of players that will go really well. It's hard to tell from this point of time, but yeah.
There's a lot of good players coming through this year, isn't there?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there is.
A player you hope will take the next step and join you in the AFL?
What do you mean, like for the Knights or?
Just from anywhere, really.
I hope that my mate Chris Mardini. I hope he's had a fair bit to deal with the last couple of years, and he's the captain at Knights as well. I think I said that. But I hope he can have a really good year and go as well as he can, and hopefully get picked up by the end of the year because that'd be really good for him. I know how bad he wants it, so yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool playing with a mate, wouldn't it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it'd be sick.
You're summoned to MasterChef and you need to cook a meal. What is your go-to?
I feel like me and my dad, we cook a fair few steaks. So I'd say I've gotten pretty good at medium rare. But me and my girlfriend, we make this it's like a buffalo sauce pasta, and it's really nice. So yeah, probably that. I'm not the greatest cook, but I try.
Yeah, mate, if you make me that, I'll give you 5 stars for it.
Thanks, mate.
You're on Survivor. How well are you going to go? Anything you might struggle with?
I don't know. I've been camping a fair bit, so I'd probably say I'd go all right. But I do like nice foods and stuff, so I don't know. If I had to eat raw fish or something, it probably wouldn't go that well.
Yeah.
Or if I had to sleep under a wooden tarp, I probably wouldn't go the best. But yeah.
What a coconut?
Oh yeah, no, I don't like coconut actually.
Yeah, neither. Don't worry. I'm looking for a partner if we have a zombie apocalypse. How would you go, and what would be your weapon of choice?
Weapon of choice? I don't actually know. I probably wouldn't go that well, to be honest. I'm not really good with that type of stuff. I've been playing a bit of Black Ops 3 Zombies, and I absolutely suck. So with a few of my mates, so I probably wouldn't go that well, to be honest.
Yeah, Black Ops is a good game, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good fun. I just wish I was good at it.
Yeah. Talking to video games, what's your favorite video game?
I'm always GTA 5. I love it. Yeah, that or 2K. Every year I end up buying it, but I play it for 3 months and then it dies, and then I don't play it anymore. But I'd probably say GTA. Yeah, I can't wait for the 6th Monday.
Yeah, I don't know when it's coming out though. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been ages. I just want it to come out. I want to do the story mode. It'll be good fun, I reckon.
Well, Nate, it's been amazing chatting to you today. You're a legend of a guy and will be a star of the future. Good luck with the injury and this year ahead.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks,
buddy. Speak to you again.
Awesome. Been good having you on.
See you, mate.